Hi, this is Suzanne Williams with Essential Oils, Health Matters, and Living the Wholesome Life. And we are on week 42, day 3 of our positive, peaceful affirmations that we are doing. I renew my vision board. And so, um, so what do we want to have on our vision board? I know that most of us, when we think vision boards, we think house or cars or travel or different achievements that we're trying to do. I would also say to put on your vision board who you want to be inside, how you want to make people feel. Because at the end of the game, that's all we carry with us. Like, we do carry our learning with us, right? I'm sure that if we've developed a talent to play piano, I'm sure we're going to still have that in heaven. Or if we know how to help people and connect with people, I think we're going to definitely carry that into heaven with us. But we're not going to carry our houses or our cars or any of that with us. So nice as all those are to put on a vision board, so let's make sure that we're also including who we want to be. So spouses don't always need to run in the same direction, right? Sometimes one could be into golf and one could be into knitting, and or one could be into learning things and one could be into entertainment. I don't even know. Anyway, so spouses don't always have to run in the same direction, and that's good. But we can, right? We can if we want. So the other thing you might want to do is just talk to maybe we can just open up to a few new ways of being. Just experiencing some of the joy. Okay, so I'm going to again tell, I know that I told this story yesterday, but I'm going to again tell it today just for people who may not have seen the video yesterday. I had a son. I had a daughter who wanted to go to dance camp in another, we just moved to the States, or moved back to the state, and she wanted to go to a dance camp in another state with an organization, a dance group that we were completely new to. And we're like, I don't even know. Are we good with this? And so basically what we did is we said, okay, you can go if your brother just younger than you goes with you to kind of, so you'll be together, protect each other, anyway, just I don't know, but we thought it would be better if they were if there was two of them. And so this son did not. His name is Marshall. Marshall did not want to go to dance camp at all. Priscilla, I don't even know what Priscilla promised him. Marshall, if you do this, if you come to me with dance camp, I will whatever it was, give you something. Anyway, but and I don't even know if she ever came true on that. I don't know. Maybe it was like I'll give you $25 or whatever. Anyway, but the end of the story is that Marshall went to dance camp and he came home glowing because he had discovered a new love. Something he thought he would totally hate. He came back on fire. And Marshall is a great dancer, and he would have never known that. He wasn't willing to step out of his comfort zone and try something new. So totally got out of, I didn't think I would, but I did. So, just saying, let's not count ourselves out. Let's not count ourselves out. I'm not the person who would enjoy that. Let's just get out of our comfort zone and try a few new things, especially as we're kind of all a little bit on lockdown right now with everything that's going on in the world. Let's open our eyes to new ideas and new ways of being creative and expressing ourselves. So maybe you think you don't like to dance. Well, put on some music and try it. Maybe you think you're not good. Anyway, I think you've gotten the point. But again, I'm just going to read you the affirmation because I think it's super healthy for us. It's super healthy for us to be trying new things. So the affirmation for today is I am open to new goals and new ideas. And anyway, let's just try to be a little bit more open-hearted and try new things. I think it's going to keep the magic in our lives, the joy in our lives, the joy of being alive when we try some new things. All of that said, the song for today goes so, is like perfectly paired with what we're talking about because the song is by Lee Ann Womack and it's I Hope You Dance. And I actually did find another guy who sings this song. I heard it first from sang by a guy. And I don't even know what the guy's name is. I'll try to put him in the comments, his song in the comments for you today. But so in my mind, when I think of this, I think of the dad singing it to his daughter. I think it was originally recorded with the mom singing it to her daughter. Anyway, however you see the song basically says, I hope that when you have the opportunity to do something fun and good and connective that you might have fun with, that you run with it, right? And I think that's what the whole affirmation for today and this week is. The diffuser blend, because we always have affirmation song and diffuser blend. So the diffuser blend for this week is 2 drops of frankincense, the king of oils, a super protective oil. Anyway, I just have to sign on that one, a super protective oil. And the oil of truth, and then 2 drops of sandalwood, which is the oil of sacred devotion. We're going to be getting into that in just a minute. And then 2 drops of grapefruit, the oil of honoring our bodies. So you have King of Oils, protection, devotion, and honoring who we are at our core. It is a beautiful, powerful blend. Okay, so we are going to be talking about the emotional aspects of sandalwood. But first, I'll give you a little bit of a background on sandalwood. If you're not too familiar, hopefully by the end of today, you'll be a little bit more familiar with what sandalwood is. So first of all, it's an essential oil that is loved both by men and by women. It's one of the oldest substances that have been used in perfumes, and I didn't write it down on my paper, how long it's been used, but I'm thinking like it was either 3,000 or 4,000 years, so it's been around for a very, very, very long time. It's not some essential oil that's totally new to the scene. It has a sensual, musky scent that most people connect with like the Orient. And now, I'm not an expert on any of these cultures. I'm just going to tell you what I've learned through some of my studies, and that is that many Muslims burn sandalwood at the feet of a recently deceased person to hasten their soul to heaven. In Japan, sandalwood is burned in Shinto ceremonies and at Buddhist shrines. And the Egyptians used it for the embalming process. So it's one of those very important oils to many different cultures. And it's a beautiful oil for us to use and discover as well. So emotionally, it's been used for thousands of years to help support prayer, meditation, and so we stay a little bit more on task. I don't know if you're like me, but sometimes like I'm praying, I'll be like, what was I just praying about? Or I'm praying and my mind gets on like what I'm doing today or some other thing, and I have to like pull myself back to prayer. And then I'm praying for a little while and my mind kind of diverges again, and I kind of have to sense of inner peace even when we're headed off into known tough situations. So, if you are going to have a hard conversation, maybe diffusing some sandalwood, calm, focus, but let you know what, it's going to be at peace, even though we're going into something tough. When I first read this, I'm like, oh my gracious, I would want to repent of. Anyway, again, we should be repenting every day, but I know that this is something that I would want to do for myself before if I was going to go to war, because just knowing I'm going to war for a good reason, maybe protecting my family, my country, whatever, and whatever happens is going to be okay. Just that inner peace that I'm going to do my best and whatever happens is going to be okay. And you know what? Sometimes I think we need that as parents too, right? Sometimes, not that we're going to war with our children and stuff like that, but sometimes I think we need to know, you know what, we are going to do the best that we can, and whatever happens, it's going to be okay. It's going to be in God's hands. He can make the difference between what I can do and what I can't do, between what I can give my children and really where what I feel short in giving my children because I'm human. So I think sandalwood could be great for that too. Sandalwood can help us focus more outward and be more loving and accepting of others. There's so much in the media right now on so much talk on prejudices or us and them. So I think sandalwood can be helpful again in calming our minds, focusing on what is right. And I think that when we are calm and when we are really focused, we all really know in our core that we are all brothers and sisters and that we should be loving everyone as we'd want people to love ourselves. Like, right? Isn't that what Christ and really wanted us to? The main thing that he taught was love one another as you would have others love you, right? And just emphasizing the brotherhood, the sisterhood, the commonality of all human beings. So anyway, I just wanted to go back to the outward focus. Now, I do think that some societies in general tend to be more unit focused as opposed to more individual focused. I think that America is very much of a what's I'm the individual, I'm the most important, what's in it for me, I need to express myself. And I feel like some other cultures, like some Asian cultures, are very much on what's best for the group. How does it serve the group? So if you're trying to bring a little bit more of that dynamic into your circles, into your home, whatever, that hey, can we just all do what's best for all of us, right? Can we just pick up the house? It's best for all of us. I know some of us don't want to pick up the house right now, but it really is best for all of us. Can we just be honest? It's really best for all of us. I know some of us don't want to be honest right now, maybe, but hey, let's be honest because it's best for all of us. So if you're trying to help people feel like let's do what's best for all of us instead of just what I want to do, what we've been inspired to do. So in Chinese medicine, it is said to sandalwood is said to strengthen the communication between the mind, the body, and the spirit. Because it's such a common oil, I think that if the mind and the spirit are fighting each other, that it's hard. We just often want to go in two different directions, right? Our mind says this, our spirit says that, or our body says this, and our mind's like, that's not a good idea. And so when our mind, when different parts of us are in conflict, it's not good. We want us all to be on the same page. Like when our mind and our heart and our spirit are all on the same page, then we can run forward to goodness and help achieve our amazing goals that we want to do. And so maybe sandalwood can be something that is like, oh yeah, that is good to do. Okay, yeah, that's good to do. And we all get into this consensus, yep, it's good to do. Let's run for it. Okay. I made myself a note on this page that that for this reason, its ability for because of sandalwood's ability to get the mind and the spirit and the emotions and the heart, the body all on the same page, that maybe sandalwood could be a very good oil to use when people are addicted to things, or even if they're just trying to break bad habits or establish good things. Because whether we're working with addictions, or whether we're just working with minor things that we're trying to change, it all really does come down to my mind and my heart and my body are on the same page. And so now we're moving forward. So, trying to change something, curb the manipulative and the controlling tendencies. Now, I know that cilantro essential oil is super good for that. So, I don't know why certain things are good for certain things, but if that tends to be something you are working on, if you tend to be manipulative or controlling, maybe try diffusing some essential oils. Maybe it can help relax our mind and realize, you know what, we just don't have to be in control of everything. Other people can run with things too. Sandalwood can help alleviate depression, anxiety, nervous exhaustion. Again, because I think it has just that beautiful calming energy with it. They say that it's super good to use in relationships where there's a lot of contention and bickering, just over tiny things, and it can help diffuse the tension that happens when people contend and bicker. It can help us relax and realize, there's beauty in different people having different strengths. And if we can all just pull together and work together, we can be amazingly awesome. I know, awesome is like, it was the word of like the 80s when I was growing up. So, but it's true. We can be amazingly awesome when we work together. So this is interesting. It has a constituent in it, like a male hormone, which is like a male scent that can be attractive. Anyway, and it's found to boost the libido in both men and women. So if you're trying to start a little romance going, put on some sandalwood has been known to help unlock trauma and to help us process that and release it. So if you're dealing with something that just doesn't seem to want to go away, if you've had some horrible things happen in your past, very, very traumatic, obviously trauma, things happen in your past, and you're still getting triggered by this and that. Well, first of all, my heart goes out to you. But second of all, and I'm not going to, then I would say please get someone that you can talk to about this, and get in groups that can help you heal, right? But the other thing, and obviously pray to God, Heavenly Father, help me heal through this. Help me heal. But the other thing that you can try to do is just try diffusing sandalwood. Again, it's going to relax us, help us realize that, you know what, it happened and we're not dead. And if it happens again, we can survive. We're survivors. And even if worst case scenarios happen, we're going to be okay anyway. We're gonna learn how to process these things. We're gonna learn how to make things better. We're gonna learn how to heal. Anyway, I was thinking of another essential oil that's super good for trauma, and it was just right here in my mind, and I forgot about it. Maybe it'll come back to me in just a minute. Anyway. Oh, thyme. There you go, thyme. So, thyme, an amazing essential oil. If you're working with very, very, very hard things, don't give up. Don't think that you're broken and you're going to stay forever broken. You are not. God, who can heal our bodies, can heal our emotions and our minds and our souls. We do not have to stay broken. So I think that if you were working through some majorly significant trauma, pairing it with thyme would be very, very good. And then if you just need a break from the sadness, the fear that can sometimes come after experiencing traumatic situations, maybe pairing it with a little bit of peppermint, which to me in my mind is always the oil that I connect with. Okay, I'm just going to take a vacation from my problems for a minute, right? Anyway, so again, if you're working with trauma, perhaps working with thyme, perhaps working with peppermint, but just knowing and keeping the hope that, yes, you can heal. Okay, I believe that. I believe God can help us heal. I believe that Christ, as he atoned, that he didn't just atone for our sins, that he atoned, that he felt all of our sadnesses. He felt all of our fears. He felt all the times people were prejudiced against us. And because he has felt all of our emotions, he knows how to heal them and to help us rise above them. Okay. So sandalwood too, again, because it relaxes and it helps us concentrate, can be very good to aid study for focus. It's great for study sessions. It's great to use when you're trying to calm yourself, as you're maybe before you're going into different exams, where maybe some people get test anxiety, and so it can help calm that down, help their mind work better. Anyway, so those are some of the emotional gifts of sandalwood essential oil. The negative emotions that it can help address is feeling disconnected from God or from our spiritual self, feeling an emptiness, feeling overthinking things, or even being really focusing on materialistic things, which, you know, at the end of the day, as nice as it is to have some material things, it's not what brings people lasting joy. So if we're kind of caught in that, diffusing sandalwood might help. Positive properties that can help bring it in is being humble, feeling a spiritual connection, feeling spiritual, like you want to worship that you have this thankfulness in your heart and you want to worship God, to thank Him for all the things that He's given us. Feeling connected to a higher conscience. And our page there is Living the Wholesome Life Old. You gotta make sure you type in the old, because somehow we got two channels and one's old and one's new, but we post on the old. Anyway, if you're watching it on YouTube, go ahead, take the time to like this post, subscribe to the page. We appreciate your helping us get the word out. And share that diffuser blend for diffusing is 2 drops frankincense, the king of oil, super protective, oil of truth, 2 drops of sandalwood, the oil of sacred devotion, and 2 drops of grapefruit, the oil of honoring our bodies. And the song that we're singing for the whole entire week, or playing, whichever you like to do, is I Hope You Dance. All that we all have. Kayla